We are now in the fourth session of Mundakopanishad with Swamiji. Last week, Swamiji taught us the Shanti Mantra from Atharva-veda. I welcome everyone here. The last half hour, as usual, is for questions. Please do indicate on the chat if you have any questions. If anyone here can chant for us during our sessions, please do get in touch with us. It will really be helpful for us. We will begin our class with this morning with Mrs. Jyoti Menon chanting 2 Shanti Mantras. The first Shanti Mantra from the Rig Veda, which begins with Om Vangme Manasi. Then the Shanti Mantra of Atharva Veda, beginning with Bhadram Karnebi. Jyoti.
Namaste, Swamiji. Good morning, one and all. Om Vangme Manasi Pratishtita Mano me vaji pratishthitam Aviravirma edi Vedasya ma anistaha Shrutam me ma prahasi Anena adhitena ahoratran sandadami Ridam vadishyami, satyam vadishyami, tanmamavatu, tatbhaktaramavatu, avadu ma, avadu vaktaram. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Bhadram karnebhi shrunuyama devāः Bhadram pasye makshabhiryajatráः Sthirairangai stushtuvam sastanubhiः Vyashema devahidam yadayuः Swasti na indro vruddhashravāः Swasti na pusha viśvavedaः Swasti nastarksho arishthanemihi Swasti no brihaspati'r dadadu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Paramparam. Now we can chant the Shanti Mantra together. All together we will chant. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Devāः Bhadram Pasye Makshabhiryajatráः Sthirairangai Stushtuvam Sastanobhi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swasti na Indro Vruddhashravāः Swasti na Pusha Viśvavedaः Swasti na Starkshyo Arishthanemi Swasti no Brihaspati'r dadhatu Om Shanti Shanti, Shanti. In our last satsangas, we had gone through a very basic introduction of Mundakopanishad. Then we have seen the Shanti mantra, beginning with Bhadram Karnebhi of this Upanishad. Today, after remembering all this, we can enter into the study of the Upanishad. Different Upanishads are having different style of presentation. Many are direct exhortations, and many are in the form of parables. And here, this Mundakopanishad begin with the tradition. That is, it shows the tradition of this Upanishad. How this Upanishad came into existence. Or, in other words, how this was presented to the whole world. And we can study that. By studying that, we will understand that the Upanishadic study or the Vedanta study must be according to the tradition. That is, we have to approach a guru and have to hear from that guru. So this hearing from the guru, that is most important. And only through Shravana, that is hearing, proper hearing, the knowledge or the wisdom of Vedanta will shine with us. So what about the tradition here? Let us see the first mantra. It says, Om brahmā devānām prathamaḥ sambabhūva viśvasya kartā bhuvanasya goptā brahmā-vidyāṁ sarva-vidyā-pratiṣṭhām arthavāya jyeṣṭha-putrāya prāha. Mantra is Om brahmā devānām prathamaḥ sambabhūva viśvasya kartā bhuvanasya goptā brahmā-vidyāṁ sarva-vidyā-pratiṣṭhām arthavāya jyeṣṭha-putrāya prāha. So the Upanishad here begins with chanting Om. We have already seen the importance of Omkara and the fact that it is accepted as the most auspicious sound. And therefore, all the studies, all the rituals, all our activities, we begin with chanting Omkara. That is because of its auspiciousness. It is considered so. So here also this Upanishad begins with Omkara. As we have seen a detailed exposition of the meaning of Omkara, we need not repeat here also. Remember what we have learned while studying the Shanti Mantra. So here it begins with Omkara. And then it says, brahma devānām prathamaḥ sambabhūva. Brahma, who is considered the first among devas and who resides in the highest world, that is Brahmaloka, and who is responsible for all other manifestations in this universe, that Brahma devānām prathamaḥ. Prathamaḥ means first. Devānām means of the devatas. So devānām prathama means first among the devas. Sambabhūva, manifested. Sambabhūva means manifested. So Brahma devānām prathama sambabhūva means Brahma manifested as the first devata. He is the first deva. There are millions and millions of devas. Each deva responsible for a different universal phenomena. If fire is burning, there is a universal law behind that. If air is blowing or water is flowing, there is a universal rule or law behind such phenomena. So we are calling such universal phenomenon or controlling entity behind such a phenomenon as devas. So the question will come, how many devas are there? Reply is innumerable. We cannot count. Nobody can say this much phenomena are there. No, we cannot count. Even within an atom, incessant activities are going on. Right from that level to the grosser level, take the case of the universe, as far as we know. There are innumerable activities, incessant activities, and there must be some or other law or rule behind such activities. So, number of deva, how many devas are there? We cannot answer. It is countless. But as Brahma is responsible for creation or manifestation, and as he is considered as the first devata, Upanishad attributes the name prathamaḥ, the first, to Brahma. All other creations follows him. He is the first. So Brahma, devānām, prathamaḥ. And who is that? Brahma. He is prathamaḥ devah. And it is said here, viśvasya kartā, bhuvanasya goptā. Viśvasya, of the Vishwa. Of the Vishwa. Vishwa means the world or the universe or the whole. So there are different meanings. Either we can take it as to mean the whole or the universe. Kartā means creator. Kartā, creator. So he is the creator of the whole universe. As the creator of all universe, Brahma manifested sambabhūva. And he is the protector of the whole creations. Bhuvanasya goptā. Goptā means protector. It comes from the root gupa rakshane, to mean to protect. The meaning of the dhatu gup is to protect. So goptā means protector. The term kartā comes from the root kr, to do. To do. So the exact meaning of kartā is doer. The exact meaning of the kartā is the doer. But here, as it is said, he is the goptā, the protector. So we can take the meaning of kartā as the creator. Because the doer of the universe means the creator of the universe. So the first part of this mantra means Brahma, the creator and protector of this universe, manifested as the prathamaḥ, first one, the first being. The first being in the whole phenomenal universe is Brahma. Brahma devānām prathama sambabhūva viśvasya kartā bhuvanasya goptā. Here we need not go deep into the elaboration of the inner meanings of sambabhūva. There is a scope. There's a scope for a detailed thinking. Because when it is said is manifested, there must be some substratum from which it manifested. When something is manifesting, it must be from something else. from nothing or nothingness it manifested. No, it won't happen. So what is that substratum from which all these Brahmas manifested? Think about that. There is a scope for that thinking. But here we need not go to such deep thinking, because this is only a presentation of the tradition. Such thoughts will definitely come in course of our study. So here it is that Brahma manifested as the first devata, and he is the creator and protector of the whole universe. Saha, he, Saha means he, brahma-vidyāṁ, sarva-vidyā-pratiṣṭhām, arthavāya, jyeṣṭha-putrāya, prāha. Prāha means said. He said. To whom or with whom? Arthavāya. Arthavāya means unto Atharva. Atharva is the name, and Adharvaya means unto Atharva. Who is Atharva? jyeṣṭha-putrāya, unto the jyeṣṭha-putra. Jyeṣṭha-putra is elder son. Elder son. So Atharva is the elder son of Brahma, and unto him Brahma taught. Here prāha means said. So as this is mentioned in the beginning of the Upanishad, we can take the meaning of said as taught. So Brahma taught, gave this piece of teaching to the elder son. His name is Atharva. What did Brahma teach? He said, brahma-vidyāṁ. He taught the brahma-vidyā. And it is said there, what is brahma-vidyā? The Upanishad itself says, sarva-vidyā-pratiṣṭhām. Sarva-vidyā-pratiṣṭhām. That means the very base of all vidyas. Sarva-vidyā-pratiṣṭhām. Pratishtha means the base, the very base of all vidyas, of all knowledges. There are innumerable branches of knowledge. We can divide the branches of knowledge into many. What parameter we are taking, or how we are dividing, what's our viewpoint? Depending on that, there are thousands and thousands of branches of knowledge. We cannot count how many branches are there, but innumerable are the branches of knowledge. Broadly, we can divide these into two. That is the knowledge connected with the seer and the knowledge connected with the seen. Because there are two things. One, the seen and the seer. So the knowledge of the seer and the knowledge of the seen. And we take the seen. What is being seen? Many, many properties are there. How the seen world is appearing. So the appearance, then the physical properties, the chemical properties, and how many parts or particles are there? Many, many. We are seeing the land, we are seeing the sky, we are seeing the ocean. And again we can subdivide. So, innumerable materials, innumerable forms of energy, all these, both material and energy, have their own properties. And again, if we analyze such properties, they are innumerable. So, the branches of knowledge, they are innumerable, countless. But we can categorize them all into one, that is the seen, or what is experienced. And there is the seer, the experiencer. So there are different branches of knowledge connected with this. And it is said, brahma-vidyā is the base of all such branches of knowledge. Brahma-vidyā is the very base of all such branches of knowledge. How it is to be understood? How we can accept it logically? If somebody is coming and saying this is the very base of all branches, we can accept that. We have to analyze how it is true. See, we are seeing this universe, and we are within this universe as a part of this universe. We are seeing this, and we are a part of it. And we can say this universe is existing. This is existing. And innumerable are the manifestations in this universe, but all are existing. I am here, you are there. He is, she is, that is. Right from subatomic particles to the grossest universe. I am saying these are existing. The movable things and the moving beings. Many, many forms of manifestations are there. All are existing. So when we go behind the knowledge of different properties of these manifestations, that will have no end, no limit. But what is giving existence to all these? By which all these are existing. Think about that. That existence absolute, is one and the same. It is without a second. It is non-dual. And that existence absolute is manifesting in different forms, different names, in different places. But that existence is one without a second. The non-dual existence. Try to analyze this. Take a piece of material in front of us, whatever it be. It can be a piece of wood, or it can be a piece of iron or steel or glass or plastic, whatever it is, or a paper. If there is a book in front of you, it's paper, whatever it is, you take. And we are saying it is there. The book is here, or a steel rod is here. Or I'm saying in front of me there is a mobile phone. And looking into that, I am talking. Whatever it be. There's a material thing. And analyze what it is. When we accept the thing around us, they are different. A book is different from a mobile phone, and it is entirely different from a steel rod. Again, it is entirely different from a plastic thing, whatever it is. But analyze. Try to understand what it is. Then we will come to certain actively reacting elements. It's a mix of iron and carbon. Or it is a mix of hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. So different permutations and combinations of some materials, a few materials, say for example, some elements which may count 30 or 40 in number. Their permutations and combinations make the whole differences. Now the innumerable things we observed in this universe became some 30 or 40 actively participating or actively reactive elements. Now I am analyzing still further. I am going still deeper. Then I am seeing these differences in materials only up to their atomic level. There is the atom of carbon different from the atom of hydrogen and the atom of oxygen. It's true. There are differences. But when I analyze still further, I'm seeing with same subatomic particles in different configurations make different entities. So now the differences has gone. Now I am observing a nucleus and some electrons which are revolving round. And this incessant movement of such particles makes an atom. And again, I am going still deeper with that analysis. Then I will find out the constant movement or constant vibrations of the same energy particles makes this material. So now there are no innumerable particles. There are no 30 or 40 elements or their atoms. There are no different nucleus or electrons. But now I am seeing vibrations of the same energy particle. Now where is the material? It is vanished. It is not there. There is no material. Only vibrations of the energy particles. And to have that, there must be a substratum on which these vibrations also are happening. So when I analyze this material universe itself, slowly and slowly, I am reaching at the very base of that as the existence. So there is no difference. All the differences has vanished, gone forever. Now there is existence alone. And because of that existence, all the multitudes which I am experiencing in this universe exist. So the knowledge about that absolute existence is the very base of all other branches of knowledge. Why and how? Because all these manifestations are nothing but different manifestations of the same existence. See? So knowledge of that absolute existence, which we call in the Upanishadic language as brahma, not brahma in the masculine, which is brahma in the neutral gender. The other is brahma, that is in the masculine. Here the absolute existence is not brahma, but brahma. So the vidya, the knowledge about that, is the very base of all other branches of knowledge. So brahma-vidyā is sarva-vidyā-pratiṣṭhām, is the very base of all branches of knowledge. The meaning of or the explanation of this sarva-vidyā-pratiṣṭhām we can see in another way also. See, I am seeing this world around me. I am seeing this universe around me. And the universal phenomena is innumerable. They cannot count. And therefore, the knowledge or branches of knowledge connected with such phenomena are also innumerable. Science of living beings, science of immovable things, science of plants, science of moving organisms. Many, many branches of knowledge are there. All these are connected with the seed word. They are many. They are many. But I am the seer. And the seer is one without a second. And the knowledge about myself. The knowledge about the myself. What is that? That is sarva-vidyā-pratiṣṭhām. Because I am observing this universe, I am seeing or I am knowing this universe, and the branches of knowledge connected with this universe will not have any end or a limit, but I being one, the knowledge about me is one without a second. And therefore, this knowledge of myself is the base of all branches of knowledge. So brahma-vidyā is sarva-vidyā-pratiṣṭhām. That knowledge, brahmanaḥ vidyā, brahma-vidyā, knowledge of the absolute existence is brahma-vidyā. Knowledge about the absolute knowledge or consciousness is brahma-vidyā. Or knowledge about the absolute bliss is brahma-vidyā. That knowledge is the very base of all branches of knowledge, and Brahma, the first among devatas, taught that knowledge to his elder son. We have many things with us. We have many properties with us. Many valuables with us. And what we will transfer to our children or the next generation, what we are considering most valuable, that we will transfer to our next generation. I have many things with me. Some having much value, some value less. Many things I have, but I will transfer to my next generation only what I value much. So Brahma taught this or transferred this knowledge to his elder son, means this knowledge is the most valuable thing he had. And so he transferred. So this is about a tradition. That is, this knowledge, brahma-vidyā, was manifested to the Brahma, first among the devas. And that knowledge he taught to his next generation. So what we what knowledge we are having today. What type of knowledge is manifested for us? It is our duty to transfer it to the next generation. So this, the Brahma did. Brahma devānām prathamaḥ sambabhūva viśvasya kartā bhuvanasya goptā. So brahma-vidyāṁ sarva-vidyā-pratiṣṭhām arthavāya jyeṣṭha-putrāya prāha. This is the first mantra, and we can go to the next mantra in our next sitting. Now it is time for question answers. If you have anything to ask, any doubt or any question, you can ask. If I know the reply, I will reply. But today I think we can conclude this a little early. So you can start asking.
Namaste. First question is from Sri Arun Babu.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Namaste.
This question is more related to our last class on the Shanti Mantram, where we discussed about the auspiciousness. So my question is, what is the relevance of the auspicious time or day typically we see with respect to, say, Rahu Kalam, or with respect to the star or date of birth? We see the auspicious time and day with respect to these things. So what is the relevance, and also how it is connected to that Shanti Mantram auspiciousness we discussed?
We cannot connect such things with the Shanti Mantra. If you want, you can connect, there is no doubt. But I cannot connect such considerations as auspiciousness connected with the time and such other beliefs with this Shanti Mantra. But if somebody has such beliefs, for example, such and such time is auspicious for doing this and that work, and such a time is not auspicious at all, if he is having that belief, of course, he can pray for that. Let me hear and let me experience what is auspicious. Of course, he can pray, but I cannot take, and I am not taking it, because when Ishvara is there within, when there is effulgence within, there is no, or there cannot be darkness outside. When we have light with us, there is no darkness. So when there is the constant contemplation of Ishvara within, for him or for her, there is no such a thing as inauspicious. Everything in and around and for him. Him invariably means her. Is auspicious. When there is no such the light of Ishvara within, when there is no that light of Ishvara within, whatever things we may put together, which we may call as auspicious things, it won't give any auspicious. They are only materials of the world. So this is an attitude. This is a cognition. So when Ishvara is there within, when he is shining, everything around us are auspicious. If Rahu Kala is there, it is auspicious for. It is auspicious for. There is no bad time for. There is no inauspicious time for. And there is no inauspicious place also. Because Ishvara is everywhere. All the time the presence of Ishvara is. So there is no place or no time which we can say inauspicious. But of course, one who is considering some time as a certain time as inauspicious, for him it is inauspicious. It is for him, not for others. Many things of the world which we are seeing around us are considered by some people as inauspicious. We can't help it. The same Ishvara is manifesting in all beings around. But sometimes people may say this is inauspicious, this is auspicious. Those who are believing and categorizing so, for them it is true. But for others, it is not real. Because all this universe, this world around us, all the beings around us are but manifestations of the same Ishvara, who is the very form of auspicious. See, but for those who are believing in such things, it is there. I am remembering one instance. Some 25 or 26, 27 years back. We started from Kolhapur, myself and one other man. Our plan was to go to an ashram and to visit the Mahatma there. And on the way, we went to one house and stayed there. And on the very next day, early morning, we started from that house with the householder of that house. So even before we started, he was saying, it is not good for 3 men to go. We can call somebody, some others to come with us, then we will be 4. So going 3 people is not at all good. It is inauspicious. Then I said, we 2 people came and you are coming with us, and now we are 3. We can go. What is there? When we started from his house, a black cat jumped from one side to the other side, that is from right to left. Then immediately this man cried, this is a most inauspicious sight. A black cat jumping from right to left. Something bad will happen. So we We can stop today. We can take rest now. And then we have to bath again. And we will start after breakfast. Or otherwise, what will happen, we cannot predict. Then I replied, you are right. What will happen, we cannot predict. But we have started. So we are going. If you are coming, you come with us. Or you can sit here. We have the freedom to walk. In the same way that cat also have the freedom to walk. As we have freedom, so the cat also have the freedom. So we can go. Then up to the bus stop, this man was murmuring, what a Swami this is. He's not having belief in these things. These are things taught by our ancestors. We must respect them. What will happen today, I don't know. I am helpless. I have to follow these people. So he was murmuring. And the bus came. Then he said, we will not get seat. There was many seats and we got. Then he said, when we reach the next town, we will not get conveyance. Then there was a deluxe bus waiting for us. We got that. Then he said, I want to see the person whom we are trying to visit. He was ready there, ready to welcome us. Then this man said, we will not get food. We got, there was a feast. See, I'm not narrating a story. This is what happened. For him, the whole day lost. Because he was thinking this. What will happen? What will happen? What will happen? I had these bad omens. Nonsense. There's no meaning in that. But if we are having belief, it will act, it will work. There is no doubt in that. So when Ishvara is there with it, there is nothing in this world as inauspicious. So it is prayed, Bhadram karne bhi shrunuyama deva. Whatever we hear through our ears, let me have the knowledge that they are auspicious. Whatever thing we are seeing through our eyes, let us have that knowledge that they are auspicious. And there is the other meaning also. Let us see what is auspicious and let us hear what is auspicious. Of course, that meaning also is there. So as you like, you can take. But for me, I am taking Rahu Kala and all other Kala as alike. That may be because of my ignorance of that Shastra about time factors and all these. I am fully ignorant about that. So this is the fact. Namaste.
Namaste. Next question is Dr. Kamalaji.
Namaste, Swamiji. My question is, Swamiji said, two ways we can take it, brahma-vidyāṁ, sarva-vidyā-pratiṣṭhām. So the one we can take it as brahma-vidyā. The other, from the Swamiji's explanation, I understood that we can take it as atma-vidya.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Of course, atma-vidya is same as brahma-vidya. Because Upanishad, repeatedly Upanishad is teaching Atma cha Brahma. Atma is Brahma. I am Atma, Brahma. Verily, This Atma is Brahman. This is the teaching of the Upanishad. And so, Atma Vidya is Brahma Vidya, and that is the base of all branches of knowledge. So, these are the two explanations. One, the absolute existence, knowledge of the absolute existence is the base of all branches of knowledge. And second, the knowledge about the knowledge about the seer is the base of all branches of knowledge. These are the two.
Yeah. So that means, one is the Sat principle and one is the Chit principle.
Yeah.
That is
Of
correct
course.
understanding.
Yeah.
Next question is from Dr. Hemaji. You are muted.
About the Shanti mantra again, the Bhadram Karne and all that, it depends on the texture of the mind and the vasanas of the mind also behind. That also projects in what we see, into interpret what we see or what we hear. So the prayer is just to push these at the back and just concentrate on the Lord, so that I will overcome this and just try to hear the goodness or see the goodness in what I see or hear.
Yeah, of course. Because all this depends on our attitude. Actually, what we call sadhana, adhyatmic sadhana, is making a correct attitude towards life. Making a correct attitude in this life. That making of attitude is sadhana. So here, it is not the things around us which are auspicious or inauspicious. It is the attitude, or it is how we are conceiving that is making things auspicious and inauspicious. For a person, one material or one thing can be considered as inauspicious, which will be considered by another as auspicious. There is no doubt in that. According to persons, according to the place where they live, according to the belief and customs they are following, this auspicious and inauspicious will change. For a student of a sannyas, you just imagine. Seeing his guru before starting a work in the morning or before starting a journey in the morning, he will consider it as most auspicious. There is no doubt in that. But according to some others who believe in these omens and all, seeing a single sannyasi with all the hair made bald, it is considered as something inauspicious. And seeing a prostitute when we are starting a journey, it is considered as most auspicious. So many beliefs are there. So what is auspicious for one will be inauspicious for the other. So here, seeing Ishvara in all, seeing Ishvara very well, and experiencing that auspiciousness within, it will make all our world, things around us, experiences we are having as auspicious. So this attitude we must have in life. So it is about attitude and the vision we have. Namaste.
Namaste. Next question is from Dr. Priyaji.
Namaskar, Swamiji.
Namaste.
It is heard that in Brihadaranya Upanishad it is mentioned as 33 gods are there, 12 gods, Adityas, 11 Rudras and 8 Vasus. Can you clarify, Swamiji, that?
Yeah. Not only in Brihadaranya Upanishad, but in many other shastras also, these details of 33 devatas are there. "33 varieties of devata or categories of devata." And these categories or varieties we call by the name koti. Koti. So 33 koti means 33 varieties or 33 categories of devatas. Who are they? First, Dwadasha Adityas. Then Ekadasha Rudras. Dwadasha Aditya plus Ekadasha Rudra, 23. Ashtavasus, 23 plus 8, 31. And Ashwini Kumaras. Ashwini Kumaras are 2. So 33. These are 33 devatas. This is repeated in all the Itihasas and almost all Puranas. So don't say that this much devatas are there. Many more devatas are there. Many more devatas. The number of devatas we cannot count and limit. Innumerable are the devatas. But through all these devatas, one and the same Ishvara is met. So one Ishvara is represented by all devatas. And through all devatas, we are worshipping one Ishvara. This is a topic which is to be explained much. I think we can do that in our next sittings. Today we can conclude. I think in our next class we can go up to 11 o'clock. But today we are concluding now. There are too much work lying pending, and we are not getting even a minute without work. So because of this hectic schedule, I am forced to stop this class now. And next week we can go up to 11 o'clock. Om Bhadram Karne Bhishrunuyama Deva भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवांसस्तनूभिर्व्यसेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमे स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः।